Howdy, friends. As you can probably tell by the gentle lowing of the cows in the distance, this is Honest Johnny at Honest Johnny Farms. And I am preparing this video today, okay? Because I have heard from some people that it is considered very difficult and time consuming to be a proper farmer. And I always tell people, okay, if you're going to grow the cabbage, let's call it the cabbage, okay, everybody, let's say you're going to grow some nice green cabbage, okay, and it take a very long time to grow a proper cabbage plant, okay. And so some people say, but Johnny, how will I ever be proper farmer if I cannot put in that kind of time by myself? And to that, I have a few answers, okay? And I would like to share them with you today. First of all, not everybody can be fantastic professional farmers such as Honest Johnny, okay? So don't compare yourself. Don't hold yourself to the Honest Johnny standard of farming, because that's just not for everybody, okay? And it's important that you understand that's okay. If you don't want to spend a bunch of time growing a plant, or I should say a crop of plants, that's okay. You don't have to. There are options. For example, somebody like Honest Johnny, who is willing to sell you the truckload of cabbage for you to sell to your customers, and that's okay. But it's not your only option, okay? I realize that is a self-serving option, and it is certainly a profit to me for me to tell you to do such a thing. But I am honest, Johnny, okay? First and foremost. So I will be perfectly honest with you, and I will give you some other options, some alternative options that will help you when you decide you want to grow some plants for yourself, okay? So number one, the thing to keep in mind is if you want to grow a big crop, it's probably going to be helpful for you to make some friends. And I know that's not easy for everyone to do. There's a whole different thing. But Honest Johnny, how do I make friends? That's going to be a whole different video, okay? This video though is about the farming. So one option is to have some friends. Either you are in a social club, uh, or you just have some people who you know who want to get in on a little entrepreneurship with you. Regardless, you got options, okay? Um, the and the idea is that these people can come and tend to your plants when maybe you are not available later on. And you can kind of say, hey, you know, if you'll come by such and such a time, make sure to water my plants. And your friend can do that, and you can either pay them a little something, or maybe give them a percentage, a small piece of your harvest. You know, there are options there. Okay, so that's one thing, is you can have friends. The other option, okay, another option is there are plants available with slower, I should say faster grow times. Uh, the I got the text message. You see, someone want to have me plant dragon fruit. Dragon fruit, another plant that take a very long time. About the same amount of time as the cabbage, actually. But I digress. So one option is you have friends that will either help you plant really, really fast, or that can come later on and water your plants again when they need it, or both. Another option is not all plants have the same grow time. So for example, strawberry, only 4 hour grow time. Okay, you guys. So much shorter window to have to come back and water them again. It's only like a couple hours to come back. You got to come back and water them again. And then in a couple more hours, they're ready to pick. And then there's a guy up in Palito Bay. He will straight up just buy your strawberries from you, okay? So it's a good way to just make some easy money. Um, but so I want to put that out there too. You don't always have to grow the thing that take the longest time to grow. Okay, there are options. And then a third situation that you can use to kind of address that. Okay. Um, how shall I put this? Okay, when you plant 30 plants in a row, okay, your back start to hurt. You can't plant no more than 30 plants, okay? I don't care who you are. You get to 30 plants, you go to plant 31, you're not going to be able to plant no more. Your back hurt too much, okay? So here's what to keep in mind. You don't have to plant 30 plants, okay? Because I hear from people, they say, okay, honest Johnny, I plant my plants, I water my plants, I fertilize my plants, but I have work in the morning or some other bullshit, okay? And what am I supposed to do? I have work, I have school, I cannot be here in the morning in 10 hours to water my plants again. And I say, well, a big part of the reason you feel that way is you're trying to have 30 plants, okay? And so I want to kind of walk you through a planting situation so we know what we're talking about, okay? So here, come with me. Come with me. I got my cameraman. His name is Filbert, and he worked for the farm. Say hello, Filbert. Oh, he's shy. He don't want to say hello. Okay, so anyway, Filbert. He said, no, I'm not doing it. Okay, so here's what we do. We're going to put a plant in the ground, okay? So here we go. Oh, I can't plant that here. Oh, it's a tobacco seed. It's going to depend upon us being in Cayo Perico. Fuck! Fuckity fuck, fuck, fuck! Fuck! Alright. Fuck! Maybe not. Maybe it's just because it's a driveway. Come over here. Come over here, Filbert. We're going to try again in the grass. I'm hoping that's the problem. I'm banking on that being the problem. Here we go. Yeah, the ground was just too hard on the old, what you call it, driveway. Okay, putting the plant in the ground, you guys. We start with the little seed. Everything starts with the little seed. It's in the ground. And then we get this handy-dandy little soil meter, okay? And the soil meter tell you everything you need to know about your plant. Tell you your grow time. This is a tobacco plant. It's a 15-hour grow time. You see that growing time left? 14 hours, 59 minutes. I get it. That probably seemed like a long time again, but there are things to remember, okay? So, number one, what do you need? Fertilizer and you need water. Why do you need fertilizer? Fertilizer, if you'll notice, my soil meter tell me my estimated quality is ticking down, actually. Oh, no, it's ticking up. It's ticking up because I have fertilizer, a little bit, to just in the soil naturally. Estimated number of harvests, 35 tobacco leaves, okay? And that sounds like a lot, but you can see we've got potential there. Fertilizer, keep your quality going up instead of down, or keep your quality going up. Water, keep it from going down. So you only usually, unless maybe you run out of water and then you have to come back and tend to them after you've already run out of water, then you might lose a little quality, and to get it back up you would fertilize again. But if you don't let that happen, if it always have at least a little water in it until it's ready to go, you'll only have to fertilize the one time, okay? So let's fertilize. Here we go. These are big, old, heavy tubs of bullshit. Literal bullshit, okay? The plants love bull and cow and horse shit. So here we go. Just dumping, dumping, dumping. Here we go. And we'll put this back down. Now, you can do all this with your soil meter here, but just make sure all you have to do is have the fertilizer and the water in your, let's say backpack, okay, with you, and then as long as you do, you'll be able to do the thing. So we've got the fertilizer. You see, now this is just under 3 hours worth of fertilizer we've got in here now. So that's good. That should be enough, honestly, to get it to full capacity, full quality, and full harvest, as long as we keep it watered. You can see I've only got 3 minutes left to run out of water. We don't want that to happen. So here we go. And just like that. Isn't it peaceful out here, you guys? Alright, just like that, we got a little water. Now you see we got, instead of just under 3 minutes, it's just under 2.5 hours and 3 minutes. So what does that tell us? That tells us that every water I put down is going to be about 2.5 hours worth. So let's go ahead and fill her up, okay? I want you to time this, okay? I've already told you that and I've already started. Let's time the next one. You know, you got a little stopwatch, maybe a little stopwatch on your phone or something. Let's pull it out. Go ahead, pull it out. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You got your stopwatch on your phone? You got it pulled out? Okay, here we're going. I'm going to start watering and I want you to time it, okay? All right, here we go. 3, 2, for those of you who are not timing, come out to roughly 15, maybe 16 seconds, okay? Uh, and that's all it takes. Now, if each one of these is about 25%, you'll notice I got 75.2% and it's ticking downward because the plant is drinking the water, okay? What we're going to do is we're actually not going to use another water until that is at 75 or below. Why? Because if we do, we are wasting water and it's going to cost us another water later. And we don't need to do that. That costs money, that costs time. Fuck both of those things. So, we're going to just wait here for a minute and let that tick down. But yeah, you guys, 15 seconds is 30 seconds, by the way, to do a fertilizer, okay? So 15 seconds for the water. So you're looking at a minute and a half for each plant you do. Now, if somebody got work in the morning, they got class in the morning, I get it, right? If you had 30 plants down and you had to come back and you had to spend 15 seconds 4 times on 30 plants, it's 30 minutes plus, you know, a little time here and there, take a few steps to the next plant, do it again, you know, it adds up. So you're looking at like 45 minutes, maybe even up to an hour to do a whole thing of plants, right? Depending on if you get distracted easy. And I get that, right? Not everybody can do that first thing in the morning. But you know what? Don't plant 30 plants, you guys. Plant 10 plants. And then before you go to school, before you go to work, you wake up here in the city and you spend 10 minutes watering your plants again, okay? It's 10 minutes, you guys. So if you can't find a friend, if you can't grow this shorter grow time, just grow like 5 or 10 plants, okay? If you're growing the green cabbage, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you're going to be looking at like, let's say you grow 8 plants, okay? That way you're looking at like 10 minutes in the morning, okay? 8 plants, 30 is what? 30 buds, I'm sorry, cabbages, 30 cabbages per plant. That's a lot of cabbages per plant. 30 cabbages per plant. Times 8 is what? 240 cabbages. You guys. That's like nothing to shake a stick at. Like you can work with that. Maybe you do it a little at a time. So you guys, you gotta. Oh look here, you guys check my soil meter. We're below 75%. So on the water. So let's do one more. Okie dokie. And now you see it's not over 100%. You know, it can't be over 100%. So we're not wasting any water. And in 10 hours, I will need to come back and I will need to water this one more time. But this particular plant, tobacco, with only a 15-hour grow time and a 10-hour water cycle, I'll only have to spend maybe 30 seconds watering the plant because I'll only need 5 more hours worth of water. But again, cabbage, you'll want the full 10 again. So, but again, 1 minute, maybe a minute, 20 seconds or so per plant, you know, a little longer if you get easily distracted. Don't let yourself get distracted. But ultimately the bottom line is, okay, if you guys are concerned about long grow times, there are multiple ways to deal with that. Okay, there are options to deal with that. And you know what, you guys? If only you knew, if only you knew, if only the expert farmer who would be glad to show up and water your crops for you for a mere 15% of your harvest, if only. So yeah, keep that in mind too, you guys. There's options. So don't complain, don't get discouraged. Just let's grow plants. Let's help each other grow plants. Let's enjoy what those plants produce for us. Honest Johnny at Honest Johnny Farms, signing off. I love you all.